Athletes, Coach Sony here. I've got a quick recovery day flow for you to do to get deep into those hips and loosen them up and get them feeling good for your next intense run. We're gonna start in a tabletop position. Come on, check it out.
We're gonna start on our right side by pulling our leg up and back 3 times, nice and slowly. On the third pull, you're going to rotate the knee forward and step the foot up and through, trying to get as close to your hand as possible. From there, shift your weight forward, come up on that knee, extend the arm up, pull the elbow back, get a good stretch in the back. And then we're gonna shift our weight backwards, stretch out the hamstring for a little bit. If you'd like to flex and extend your toe to stretch out your shin muscles, do that as well. It feels phenomenal. From there, team, we're gonna shift our weight forward again, pull our knee out to the side, and drop the chest to stretch the IT band just a little bit. Then we're gonna lift the foot back and put it back in place. Next leg, same thing. We're gonna lift the knee up 3 times. On that third time, we're gonna rotate our foot up and forward, step into the outside of the hand, and repeating everything that we just did on our other side. Pull the arm up to stretch out the hip flexor, pull the elbow down to stretch out our backs. Then shift your weight backwards to stretch out that hamstring. If you can't quite get into the position that I'm in this video, that is a-okay. As long as the hamstring is being stretched, that's all that matters. Shift that weight forward again. Pull your left knee out to the side, come on the razor edge of your foot, and then drop the chest a little bit to stretch out the IT band. From there, you're lifting your foot up and putting it back. Okay, we're gonna repeat this 2 more times on each side. So we're gonna lift the leg up, we're gonna step it through, we're gonna come up on our knee, stretch out our hip flexor a little bit, we're gonna lift the arm up, pull the elbow down, pause, stretch everything out, and then we're gonna shift our weight backwards and flex and extend the ankle if that feels good. Team, everything in this video we're doing is very slow. This is a recovery day flow. It is gonna be a little bit intense with the movements, and your heart rate may come up a little bit later in the workout, but we still want to take everything nice and slowly. Once you have done that, you're going to bring the foot back. Next leg, same thing. We're pulling that leg up 3 times behind us. We're going to rotate it forward and step it on through. We're going to shift our weight forward, press those hips down towards the ground. You can even walk the hands out in front of you just a little bit like I did to get an even deeper stretch. From there, come up on the knee, lift the arm up, and pull the elbow down to get a nice little shoulder stretch. From there, shifting our weight back, stretching out the hamstring, flexing and extending the toe if that feels good for you. Excellent. Once you have felt good there, go ahead, shift your weight back, pull your knee out to the side, come on the razor edge of your foot, and then lower your shoulders as much as you can. Here we go, last time through everything. 3 pulls back with the right leg, stepping forward and through. Coming up on the knee, stretching out our hip flexor, taking some nice deep breaths in as we lift the arm up and pull the elbow down and back. Excellent. From there, team, shifting our weight backwards, stretching out the hamstring, and flexing and extending your foot if it feels good. Shift the weight forward, pull your knee out to the side a little bit, drop the shoulders as much as you can to stretch out the IT band a little bit. Last one, here we go, left leg. We're pulling that leg back 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, up and through, stepping it forward to the outside of the hand. Stretching our hip flexor here, walking up onto our knee, lifting the arm into the air, gazing up at the ceiling, and then pulling that elbow down to stretch out the shoulders in the back a little bit. Shift your weight backwards to stretch out the hamstring, flex and extend the foot if that feels good for you. take some nice deep breaths, and then shifting our weight forward, pulling our knee out to the side, coming on the razor edge of our foot, and then lower the shoulders to stretch out that IT band a little bit. And then we're just bringing that foot right back to our tabletop position. Okay, team, we're moving on. Find a comfortable seat and spread your legs out as far as they'll go. Grab those booty cheeks and spread those booty cheeks out too. You want the tailbone touching the ground if you can get it there. From there, team, let's flex and extend our toes a little bit and take some deep breaths as we relax into this deep stretch. Take a nice deep breath in and lift those arms above the head. And as you exhale, fall forward, walk those fingertips out as far in front of you as they'll go. From there, we're gonna walk those hands over to the left. Give that left foot a little bit of a tug, just for a couple seconds. And then we're gonna walk our hands over to the right. Give that right foot a little bit of a tug. Team, we're gonna walk back and forth to those legs 2 times on each side. If you can't quite get to your foot with your hands, that is a-okay. You can grab onto your calves or even the back of your knee. This is a pretty deep, intense stretch behind the knees, so let's make sure that we have some slight flexion going on in our knee area. We don't want them to be totally locked out. From there, y'all, you're gonna walk your hands back to the center and slowly sit all the way up. From there, use your hands to pull your knees up and then kick your feet out a couple times just to shake out the backs of those knees. Okay, team, we're moving on. We're gonna add on to that same stretch that we just did. So get yourself situated in the same way. This time, take a nice deep breath in. Lift those arms above the head. And as you exhale, walk those hands out in front of you and then over to the right. Put your right elbow on top of your leg. Lift your left arm up and over the body. We're gonna try to bring the left arm as close to our right toe as possible. Open the arm up 3 times there. If you can't quite get your hand to your toes like I can, that is a-okay. Just go down as far as is comfortable. After that 3rd time, we're gonna walk over to the left foot and do the same thing. Open up the chest to the sky. Lift the right arm up and over. And we're gonna bring the arm as close to the toe as possible and then bring the arm back towards the hip. We're gonna do that 3 times. There's 1 and 2 and a 3rd time. And then we're gonna walk the hands back over to the right. This time, y'all, we're only gonna go 1 time with the arm open. 1, and then we're back over to the left side. Same thing, just 1 time with the arm up and open, bringing it back down. There's 1. We're back over to the right again. Same thing, open up the chest, open up the arm 1 time, and then we're walking back over to that left leg. Open up the chest, open up the arm 1 time, walking back to the center, and then slowly sitting all the way up. As you sit up, take a nice deep breath in, lift those arms above the head, and as you exhale, we're just gonna rock side to side a little bit. This is gonna work those obliques and the low back. Rocking side to side, pulling on your wrist to get a little bit of an extra stretch. Bring the arms down and pull the knees in and flutter the feet again to give the backs of the knees a break. All right, team, moving on. Meet me in a kneeling position. Put those hands on the hips. You're gonna take your left foot and step straight out to the side and dip down to the left. Make sure that your pelvis is aiming towards the ground and that your knee is pulling towards your pinky toe in this stretch. We're gonna give 2 pumps here. Come back to position, pump 1, back to position, pump 2, and we're switching sides. Here we go, same thing on that other side. Pulling that right leg up and out to the side, driving to our right, making sure our knee is pulled towards our pinky toe and our pelvis is aiming towards the ground. Here we go, we're gonna give it 2 pumps. Straighten out, pump 1, and down. Straighten the leg out. Pump 2 and down. Excellent, y'all. Coming back into that kneeling position. Shake those hips a little bit. Rock them left to right if you need to. Give them a little break. We're going to pick up the pace this time, okay? 1 pump per side. That's all we're doing. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Step to the left. Pump once. Step to the right. Pump once. Coming back. Step into the left. 1 pump. Step into the right. 1 pump. Beautiful, team. Keep it working. Here we go. To the left. 1 pump. Excellent. To the right. 1 pump. Good job, y'all. Stretch those hips out. Shake them loose. Shake them loose. Put the hands on the ground and stretch them if you need to. Here we go. Same thing. Put those hands on the hips. Stretch into the left. 1 pump. Stretch into the right. 1 pump. Left and go. Right and go. Beautiful. Left and go. Amazing, y'all. Here we go. Right and go. Awesome job. Put those hands on the hips. Give those hips a little bit of a roll. Put the hands on the ground and stretch out those hips as well. Awesome. Team, last thing that we're going to do, we're going to meet back in that tabletop position. I want you to bring your knees together and just sit your hips as far to each side as you possibly can to get a nice deep stretch on each hip, because we have done a lot today. Amazing, y'all. Way to work. Way to get some recovery work done. I hope the hips are feeling fantastic.
Team, I don't know about you, but I am feeling good. I'm feeling relaxed. I'm feeling shook out. I hope y'all are feeling good as well. Team, let me know what you thought of this recovery work in the comments below, and let me know what you want to see next. Now get out there and train like an athlete.